Hey, it's Mary Beth Decker with sacredgrove.com, where people and pets heal and connect. I'm an intuitive animal communicator, and I want to tell another story of someone I worked with um, who was on his way out of this life. I had two of these over the holidays, and I actually wanted to wait till after the holidays to tell you this story. So this guy is in Mississippi, and he has two little dogs, and he went into a coma, and he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to his dogs. So we talked to his wife, and I set up a session. Now what I do is intuitive, and even though he's in a coma, if you're like me, you believe that people survive and their souls are still there. So I still had someone to communicate with, and he could still say yes or no. And so I connected with him, and I brought his two little dogs in so he could say goodbye to them. And the best part was I saw a picture of him picking up they were little, so he picked up his dogs, and he showed them that he was handing them to his wife. And that was really significant because I learned that he did everything for the dogs. That was his job, to feed them and walk them and, do all that stuff. So he gave them a clear indication that he was okay with his going. He told him to be back to check on him and turn him over energetically to his wife. So I learned afterwards, after we finished, that he actually passed away. Maybe I will cry. He actually passed away about probably a half an hour to an hour after we finished his session. And his wife reported that one of the dogs pulled out his, what he calls a security pillow, not a blanket. He pulled out his blanket, his pillow, and carried it around with him and kept it with him that day. So she thought it was very clear that we had connected and he had been able to say goodbye to his animals. So that was lovely and new for me. And I got another one similar to that I'll tell you in a couple of days. But it was a lovely ending for him and his wife and the dogs. I did write a book about peace and passing. I know it's probably backwards, but that was more for people whose animals passed away. In this case, this was for helping the animals find peace in their person's passing. So there's more stories at sacredgrove.com, and I hope you take a look, and you have a great evening. Good night.